I want to start this video off by saying this is for people who are obsessed with the meta and play by that rather than just getting characters you love. This is for people who play the gacha solely to get cards to fill their team slots and don't care about characters as long as they have the strongest team. I think any card can work for your team if you put in the work, and this is to help you better understand the card and put it in the right team for both you and that card. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you're already well versed in meta and gameplay, so I'm not going to explain basic gameplay stuff. If you're new and don't know mechanics yet, I have videos on that to fill in some gaps.
Jack is a balanced SSR. His max HP is 11,251 and his max attack is 6,401. His stats are alright. They're above the all cards averages and he's above average in attack compared to only SSRs. His HP is below average because of that, but it's not like his HP is terrible or anything. His spell 1 is Forest Strike. His spell 2 is Void Shot 2 and later Zero Ray 2. His spell 3 is Water Shot 2. This Jack has a debuff removal, power boost, and damage boost as his skills. On spell 1, he starts off with a debuff removal to allies. At level 5, he gains a minor power boost to caster for 1 turn, but that's it. These skills don't grow and he doesn't get anything at level 10. Over on spell 3, he starts off with a minor damage boost to caster for 1 turn. At level 5, it's modest, and at level 10, it's major. Like other clubwear cards, he doesn't have a vignette. He has exclusive furniture recipes instead. To get these recipes, you just need to build his vignette levels. I forgot to make a note of what these recipes were, so, you get special surprise furniture recipes with each level unlock. Okay, but on to things I do know. Jack's buddy is Deuce, who gives him a minor power boost. His other buddies are Floyd with a modest HP boost, and Idia with a minor power boost. So first things first, to Groovy Jack, you'll need to get him to power level 40 and vignette level 3. He'll need 5 wolf candy to be groovied. If you want to fully uncap him, it will cost 0 to 12 SSR Awakening Perfume. Each level uncap costs 3, so the more copies you pull, the less perfumes you need. I'm still researching friendship levels, but all I got is that it takes 25 visits to reach level 8, and that's building friendship with no gifts. He'll need Water, Void, and Flora books to max out his spell levels. Each spell uses the exact same amount of items, but it's different colors for each one. To max out one spell to level 10, and as an example, I'll use his Water Shot 2. He'll need 351 water notepads, 253 water textbooks, and 111 water grimoires. Each spell will cost 318,000 Thau marks, and all of them together will cost 954,000 Thau marks. However, looking at his skills, for spells 1 and 2, you don't need to get them past level 5 since they don't grow after reaching that threshold. Spell 3 probably should be built to level 10 since it does grow and change that milestone, but if you want to only build the bare minimum, here's what you need. For spell 1, you'll need 51 notepads, 33 textbooks, 4 grimoires, and it'll cost 80,000 Thau marks. Spell 2 needs those amounts but in void books. If you only build to the bare minimum for those two, you'll be saving 600,000 Thau marks. Okay, it's alternatives time. There are some very good options, but I'll tell you now there's no dupes and debuff removal is an extremely rare skill. So if you want that, options are limited. There still is one, but my suggestions for alternatives are Birthday Boy Epple, Dorm Idia, Ceremonial Ropes Tray, and Beans Camo Jamil. Epple is our spell match option. If you want a straight up spell match, Dorm Lilia would actually be the card, but he doesn't have a lot in common with Jack, so I felt Epple was the better option. Epple has the same element spells, except his are mixed around a little. He's balanced, and he has Deuce as a buddy. His other buddies are different as well as his skills, but I still think he makes a great alternative option if you want Jack's spells and he's needed in a team with Deuce. Idia is the only other unit with debuff removal. If you want debuff removal, this Jack and Idia are your only options, and not gonna lie, Idia's a bit rough compared to Jack. They have Void Shot 2 to Zero Ray 2, but that's their only other similarity, except the debuff removal. Everything else is different. Trey has more things in common, thankfully, but yeah, no debuff removal. He's balanced, has Forest Strike if you level his leash shot up enough, he has Void Shot 2, and he has damage boost not once but twice. If you're okay with no shared buddies and no debuff removal, I think Trey's gonna be your best budget option. And finally, Jamil. He has a Flora Spell 1 and Void Shot 2, and that's it, everything else is different. If you need an extreme budget option with those elements, Jamil is a nice option, especially since he's a freebie card. The best thing about this Jack is his debuff removal. When it comes to team placement, really the only thing I can think of is if you're having issues with a boss fight where there's a lot of debuffs being applied. Although Jack's a balanced card, I feel like for the most part he's actually leaning more towards attack, and because of that, I feel like you can honestly just throw him into whatever team. He definitely has the best of both worlds and he's got a rare skill to boot. Although yeah, I guess I can think of a more optimal place for him. Really, I think he's fine in most teams.
Thank you everyone for watching, and a very special thank you to my channel members and Twitch subs. Your support helps me to continue to make these videos. If you'd like early access to my videos, consider becoming a channel member. Patrons and Ko-fi members can get my scripts early before I record them. I livestream over on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see y'all later.